Hey there, it's Silas. This is now probably my sixth or seventh video, I think. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's been a while since I updated because I kind of decided that I was going to do it every 2 weeks because it got to the point where I was updating every week and nothing was really happening. So um, I thought I would do it every 2 weeks, and then I got back to school, and I got busy, so I haven't updated in a while. Um, Things have been a little bit crazy with the shots. I got back, and I had run out of testosterone, so I had to go to the doctor on the day that I needed to get it, and I called the pharmacy, and they said they didn't have any in, and then they would have it on Monday. Then I called them on Monday, and they said we don't have it. Call later today. And so I went in on Tuesday, and they said they still didn't have it. So I gave them the prescription, and apparently then they could um, only then could they order it in. So I guess I know that for next time. But it was a little frustrating at the time, but I got it, and I administered my shot, and it was good. And then very recently, I ran out of needles. The administrator, like, I still had the drawing needles, but I didn't have the uh, needles for injecting it. And so that was kind of interesting because on the day that I needed, on Saturday, I went down to Shoppers because I had been previously looking for needles because I knew I didn't have any. So I was going on to all of them, and none of them had my size. So I I just went back to Shoppers basically, and I was like, "Hey, do you have anything similar to this size?" Because um, I usually use a 1.5 inch needle, but I was like, if it's 1 inch, I don't really care. I just need one. And they said, actually, we only have insulin needles here. I was like, okay, great, whatever. And but lady took pity on me there, and she gave me some of the needles for flu shots. So I used those, and it was fine. And the syringes, I have my syringes here. I got new syringes from the when I got my testosterone, as well as like some of the drawing needles, but they like look like this. They're little 1 millimeter needles. And like previously, I had been using these ones, the 3 milliliter ones. And I find that the 3 milliliter ones are a lot easier because they got the screw on top. Um, so I'm probably just gonna have to go back and be like, give me more of those because they're the only ones that really work. I tried using the other one and things got stuck. It was a mess. Anyways, in terms of uh, changes, I guess, my voice has continued to drop. Like, I don't know if you've noticed, but it's really, really deep right now. And like, I was only gone for 2 weeks for winter break back when I was in Vancouver, but when I got back, people were like, is it still dropping? Like, so yeah, it's continuing to drop, and I assume it will continue to do so. I've been on it for like 2 months now almost, and so like it's impressive for what it already is. Yeah, I have, you can't see, but I have more hair coming in on my sideburn type chin thing, and my belly is really, really hairy. Like, it's eh, it's hair everywhere. Um, and my thighs have started to get more hair on them as well. Because I was one of those guys who had like knee down fur, and then like I had like this weird pattern of like a little bit on the tops of my thighs, but nowhere else. And so now I've had more hair coming in on my thighs. So uh, that's happening. In the month I have to do my blood work so that we can figure out what my testosterone levels are and stuff. So that's gonna happen. I'm trying to think of what else might happen. Periods of stop. I don't think I mentioned that in my last one. I wasn't quite sure yet, but it's definitely stopped at this point, I think, because it's been over a month and a half now without a period. So that's really, really nice because that was always like a really big source of dysphoria and also just inconvenient in general. So, yeah, that happened. Um, I got a piercing, if you haven't noticed. I got my septum pierced um, a week and a half ago or something. I don't know. And so I look really good. It's, it's great. What else? I'm trying to think of anything that I might be able to say. That's just basically an update on my life so far. Uh, yeah, that's all that's going on. I will be updating again probably 2 weeks from now. Okay, I'll have a shot this Saturday, and then I'll probably update the Saturday after that. Um, and I guess that's when I will see you guys next, and hopefully that all goes well. So, yeah, thanks for being patient, I suppose, if anyone was waiting. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.